Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tavern's Tavern. This is our fourth review of the Fantasy Grounds Unity products for purchase on the Smiteworks website. Hoping to give everybody a little bit of a taste of what they may be looking to spend their hard-earned money on. Today's review is going to be a review of the Paizo Flip Mats line, and specifically a new item that went on for sale this week, the Classic City Gates, as part of the Flip Mat Classics line. Generally speaking, these rule sets vary in price. These map packs vary in price from $13.99 to $14.99. There are sales throughout the year, and you can find these for percentage decrease over the course of the year. But that's the general price. These have been adapted for Fantasy Grounds by numerous contributors. This latest pack is one from Wayne Arsenault. So just moving into the product, we'll take a look at the product for the line generally and with this particular outing. So what we have here in this Classic City line package are two city gates. One for a prosperous city, more think King's Landing on the left, and on the right, more of a humble environment with a harbor nearby. And you can see that our adventurers are approaching or inside each of the gates. These products are at 100 by 100 pixel resolution. They look great. They're very crisp. They're very functional. They have lines of sight built in, and as you can see, you can open and close the various buildings, which will either obstruct line of sight or not, depending on if they're open or if somebody is on them. The line of sight is done very nicely. Obviously, the grids are preset, so you can easily use the arrow keys to move around, which is a nice feature with Fantasy Grounds Unity. The line of sight with lighting sources enabled is very nice for being used at the table. As the GM, you can look at the entire map with or without the lines of sight enabled. Same thing on this side. As you approach the gate is shut. They'll speak to the person at the portcullis, and if they agree to let them in, that will allow for access as they are open and closed. So when they go in, they can see what's inside the gate. Again, done very nicely. So just well done in terms of the implementation. Each map in this particular outing with the classic line here for the city gates has the line of sight populated. As we said, with this particular line, 2 completely fortified gates for review. This can be used across multiple rule sets, which is a nice feature of this line as well. So it's not just limited to Pathfinder. This is put out by Paizo, but it can be used for D&D, Savage Worlds. In some instances, you might want to use them for non-fantasy settings and put them in. Say you've got a homebrew of Star Trek Adventures that you're using, and they go back to a pre-industrial civilization. You could pop this in there. So the functionality across rule sets, it's always nice when you can buy something that can be used across multiple lines like that. So that is an excellent feature of this. There's a lot of variety here. You can purchase, I believe at count between flip mats and different packs, we're looking at dozens, over 40 different Paizo maps that you can purchase. So it gives you some flexibility. If you're not one to make these maps yourselves and you're looking for a high quality map, you can search the store and you will be able to, more likely than not, find some setting to use for your adventure for any given day, which is very nice to be able to have that resource within the store. No fuss, no muss. Again, a strong selling point here. They're very pretty, used for multiple systems. But the one issue I have with the line is the value proposition. It's a very nice product, but for a product that includes 2 maps here, the question is, how familiar are you with putting in lines of sight? It's not terribly complicated. Whether you can do it as well as they do it, I think most people probably can. It takes a little practice, but it's not as time consuming, say, as converting an adventure. So for $13, $14, $15, the question you have to ask yourself is, if I can do this in maybe an hour's time, am I willing to part with my $15 for the convenience of doing so? Again, no question, a high quality product. The only open question in my mind is the price worth it for the amount of time it would take me to convert this? And that is going to be something you have to ask yourself and answer that question for yourself. If you already own the PDFs for this line, I don't know that I would purchase them in Fantasy Grounds. That's just my personal opinion. If you have the money and the disposable income to do so, and even at $15, your time is worth more than that, by all means, it's definitely a well-done product. But if you already have the line, I would question whether or not this is a must-buy. So the bottom line for me on this, is this a buy or not? I would be hard-pressed to purchase this if I already had the PDF. If I didn't, I would absolutely purchase it, because for me, most of my gaming is done online, and it's not worth it to have it. I'll get much more play online with a product than I will with a physical product. If you already have it, I don't know that this is a must-buy. So bottom line, it's going to depend on whether or not you already have it and how much your time is worth to you. But a very well done product, something you should take a look at and see for yourself. All right, if this review was helpful, as always, please consider subscribing to this channel or clicking on the affiliate link if you're looking to make a purchase. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the window below, and look forward to providing some additional reviews in the near future. All right, thanks everybody.